supportive of everyone that gets up and is brave enough to brace the mic, right? Absolutely. So please be courteous of one another and understand that like we're all here for artistic expression and to be in community with one another, right? What else can I tell you? Well, this one time at band camp. No. Sorry. So when it comes to holding the microphone, please do not do this. People think it's so unrealistic when I do this. They're like, nobody would ever do this. Do you know how often I see people do this? Don't do it unless you're a beatboxer. That's just a hint for what may be coming later. When you are holding the mic, please do not cup this part of the microphone. That way we can hear you clearly, not only here live, but also on the recorded visual as well, as like on the stream, okay? There's more stuff I could tell you, but we'll get to that later. One last thing before we get to this open mic. Here on this screen, there is this weird squiggly box right there. There's another squiggly box right over there. If you pull out your phone and you open your camera and you scan that squiggly box, there are prizes. Now, getting to our first person. Is it Giosi? Giosi? Yase? One more time. Yase? Better? I want to get it right. Yase. Se? Yase. Yase. Love that. Beautiful name. And also, this is a 16-year-old individual coming up to bless the mic. Please give it up.
All right, how we doing? How we doing, y'all? Like she said, my name is Yasser. I'm 16 years old. I've been beatboxing for like 3 years or something like that. And yeah, I'm gonna just do some stuff right now. So one thing I gotta ask though is I'm gonna be bringing my energy to you through beatbox. So what I need from y'all is when I do this with my left hand, I need y'all to clap. So here, let's do a quick practice round. All right, that was great. That was great. All right, I got another song prepared for y'all, and oh wait, hold on. My fault. Okay, that's weird. Someone's trying to call me right now, but like, I'm performing. I can't pick up a call, but I got y'all this. Y'all hear that, right? I know y'all hear that, right? Oh, shoot, my bad. Let me get this real quick. Yo, what's good? Oh my God, my brother, I'm performing at Sacred Voices right now. It's a live mic. I can't be taking your call. There's a couple of people. Okay. All right, bet. Yeah. I got you. I'll call you back. All right, I got one more routine for you. This is the hardest one too. I'm gonna need to catch my breath a lot. Oh, hold on, wait. My bad. I just gotta clear my throat. 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 That's everything I got, by the way. Yeah. Have a great night.
Well, that was amazing. I'm gonna assume, is that your brother? Your proud sister right now? I can see it. She was like, I love it. I love it. I love it. Well done. Well done, sir. Only 16 years old. Real quick, a little housekeeping. Hi, dreamy baby. A little housekeeping for this second row. Can I have you guys like scoot over just a little bit, and then we're gonna squeeze some more chairs over there. Just 'cause we're all family. If you don't mind, that'd be amazing. Thank you, love. I know there's two over here. I don't know. They just had some a second ago. Thanks for bearing with us, you all. I think actually I can go on record and factually say this is the first Sacred Voices live that has been set off with some very, very solid beatboxing. Just beatboxing, period. I thought that was very cool. Like I said, he's the only one that can cup the mic like this. Eli, are you ready to come on up? Please give it up for Eli.
Good morning. That was insane. That was awesome. All right. I wrote something today. I don't know if it's a poem, but we'll see. Unedited shit. If I had something to lose by intergenerational unity, some profit I weren't turning within the framework of interconnected cross-cultural community, I might cleave the generations, hack their beliefs, strip them of nuance, scorch the earth, miseducate their children, tweak their language, misinform their grandparents. I might fill their ears with fear. I might fuel those fears with news. I might say some really heinous shit just to see what I could get away with. I might spout replacement theory in a suit and tie. I might call for violence while wearing falsies and a smile. I might make protesting genocide taboo. I might make attempts at activism a cesspool of who's who. I might call peace lovers bootlickers. I might live stream starvation next to commercials for hormonal replacement for hair loss. I might sell you shampoo, self-actualization, and fascism within 30 minutes. I might be so lost I forgot how I got there. I might even believe my own propaganda, shrivel in fear, grow big in anger. I might, if I made a profit off a war, best believe I'd be making a killing. If I made a profit off the weapons, best believe it behooves me when wackos keep shooting. If I was selling salvation, best believe I'd profit off of this hell on earth. If I'm selling you beauty, of course I'm gonna tell you you're ugly. I might convince half of you to hustle and work like your worth depended on it. And I might convince the other half of you to sit back, consume, relax, and call the workers tools. Yet, if I want you to believe that the world is essentially good, that all the evil is informative and transformative, that a way forward exists, who but the naive and the brave would believe this? Who but the poets would sell it? I'll read another one for you if you don't mind. I've got an upcoming book coming out with South Broadway Press. Yeah. And it's called Confessions from the Brink of Ecocide. And I'm just going to scroll through it till I see one that calls me. Oh, yeah, this one I wrote after Aaron Bushnell self-immolated on the steps of the Israeli embassy in Washington, D.C., and he was screaming free Palestine until he could no longer. And I wrote it for all the other would-be martyrs as well. We need martyrs. Their stories will warm us in the darkness of these times, and especially in the times to come. But we also need choppers of wood, carriers of water, singers of songs, growers of grains, counters of beans. You can die for any cause you choose. Can you live for it? I know my shame alone could have caused my death many times over. My ecological footprint should have never set foot on this planet. But how much more useful could I be fully alive? Be not tempted by the bright light in the dark night of the soul. Burn. Ignite the people around you. Cool your temper before your self-immolation. Investigate the intentions behind your incendiary ways. Are you clear and calm as a Tibetan monk? Or a temper tantrum of Molotov cocktail aching to warm the cold shoulders of this world? When I long to ignite myself on the steps of power, I have to remember they'll just sweep away the ashes like they fucking always do. But my light, burned a little slower, might light someone else's path, however perilous it may be. Thank you. Eli Whittington, thank you.
Thank you, Eli. Eli's one of those special people that, like, when I get to bump into them in the community. I'm like, hi, Eli. And it's always that same typical warm energy. So thanks for being here. Thank you for sharing what makes your voice sacred. All right. I want to give one spoiler. That's called a QR code. That little square. I'm serious. It's called a QR code. And if you scan it, what happens is you could potentially become a donor to Sacred Voices. Now, this is always going to be a free event. We promise you that. Snap for that. There you go. Always. You can always come here and express what makes your voice sacred, okay? Now, this open mic does cost, though, $580 every month to put on. Additionally, about 15% of our annual budget comes from individual giving. So, just a little food for thought. If you have one of these rectangular devices, feel free to scan that funny-looking square. Cool. Now, friendly reminder as well, they were getting on me about this in the back. Performance slots this evening will be about 5-ish minutes. Now, if you start to get, I don't want to say wordy because we're all poets in here, but if basically they start giving me a hard time to get you off the stage, you'll see me in the back doing jumping jacks. That just means you got about 1 minute left to go, okay? Deal? All right, perfect. I like that verbal confirmation. Is there a rolling Roland in the house? Yeah. Give it up for Roland. The good sir is a veteran of Sacred Voices. We love that.
Yeah, thank you. Rolling, going to Ukraine and Poland. Here I am at 84, to be the chosen one more. Oh my God, I got to be free. I got to be me. Steak or ham, here I am on the grandstand. Oh my God, a Cadillac or a hot rod. An active spirit in the power of now, the conscious of how. Hunger and thirst will always come first, with want and need to succeed. Pleasure and pain, with gain or loss. The moment I thought I was boss. Captain of life trip, spirit in body ship, choice with mouth and lip. Energy is desire on fire, fast or slow to go low or higher, fire. You, master of destiny, friend or enemy in a world with your identity. Choice maker, chemistry, vibration, sensation. Ecstasy is life's mystery. A melody filling, ground or ceiling, revealing which one is appealing. Time and matter creating a trace or of found or lost in human space. If life is a shame, who is to blame? The saint or insane, wild or tame? Seconds, minutes, or hours, cold wind or warm showers, weeds or the flowers. Here I am, lion or lamb, 7 brothers and 3 sisters, mom and dad, with plenty of blisters. Rolling, going global, blessed and noble. Hundreds, thousands, tears and years. Great Depression, the lessons, accidents and death. Ego, pride, deep inside. The hurt, filthy dirt, the hearse, the ambulance, a trance. Never again, change, time to begin, rearrange. Death and dying, crying, extreme, worse than a dream. Depression, depth of depression, lower, lower, every night and day, darker, darker. Feeling, revealing, floor to ceiling. Deeper, deeper, losing more, everything, anything, worst dream, cut the seam. Who dares, who cares, who shares, who loves? Strength or weakness, depth or peak, speak, why? Dynamite or static, erratic, losing or choosing, who? You! Captain of life ship, master of destiny, you are the final choice maker. Reverse, risk adverse, or risk taker, psychoanalyze. Mental health process, physical interplay behavior, conscious, subconscious thoughts, behavior. Relationship of force, strengths, or weaknesses, physical, spiritual, mental, emotional. Psychosomatic feelings and motivations. Body and brain, pain, fast or slow train, blame, control of soul, the whole. Change, rearrange, point of view, battle of hearts and minds, beware of cuts and tears, dark corners of personality, know thyself. Super soul is pure energy, reality of matter. Soul energy is self-awareness, experience received. Composition of reality, things, events, existence. Physical senses are lived interactions, totality, metaphysics. God is source of truth. Conscious extends to the smallest particle. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Roland. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Give it up one more time for Roland. Before I was ever on these Sacred Voices streets, it sounds like Roland was actually here. And so just so you know, in the back, they said they're super excited to see you back. So thank you for being here. Of course, of course. So for our poetry workshops, we target schools with a majority of students in the free or reduced lunch program. We never turn away a school for lack of funds. We want every student to get a good arts education, which is only possible with your support. Now, we're currently fundraising for Hallett Elementary for a poetry performance in October, right around the corner. They're a Title I school, there we go, which basically means funds are limited to their schools, and they teach underserved students. We are looking to cover 2 sessions with them that will total in $500. So that's pretty cool. He just added that to the script. I didn't know we were doing that. Very cool. Good work. Now, bear with me. Is it Sam Amina? Did I say it correctly? Fantastic. Give it up, give it up, give it up, give it up. Do you want to take it off or do you want to stand?
Hello, Denver. remember, I'm Sam Amina, and I'm so grateful to be back here. I am going to share with y'all a piece, freshly revised from an epic poem I'm working on. So, content warning, there may be some distressing images, and we do use languages outside of English, including Sanskrit and Hebrew and Arabic, but don't worry, the poem is designed to be completely intelligible in English. Magic. This is from Neon Lit Apocalypse by Sam Amina, Matthew John Bailey. This is part 3 of 4. Kappa, Amin. Ahimsa, non-violence, serenity, once again, is our collective destination. To be certain, with that, act up, fight hate, fight back. We may be bi. U.S. citizens wedded with immigrants on Turtle Island, Muslim, sex workers, survivors, or something other than such as this, all humankind's endowed with knowledge of our interconnectivity. On some level, realizing we are more than our sovereignty. We are not our feelings that our freedom is under siege. Intersections hold particles together like miraculously woven strands of DNA, limitless in expression, or yes, the intricately laid waters of one snowflake. Wholly unique. We are that we are, part of one another. The earth, its various creatures, scuttling around on 2s and 4s. Millipedes crawl by hundreds even. We are a living string, glistening in our universe's phenomenal tapestry, belonging to that greater being, lavishly married in this marvelous gift, frighteningly marred when we spit on it. Astaghfirullah. I seek refuge from all my own ungratefulness, bitter words, and wicked works. Burning republics, juxtaposed against the words of Christ, our Messiah. Murderers with mugshots and thug smiles. Ravenous, well-armed robbers we must guard against. Are we to be stunned as fawns in a wolverine's presence? Let us not long be shocked idle, nor envy the entombed. All the while, opponents cruel as vultures, ushering away a grieving doe in haste to feed off baby mothers' dying flesh, wildly slapping their names in bold font on the very first page of the gospel. Is the blood sticky on our hands, passing us this volume shamelessly? Don't we ask ourselves, how did the letters get read, printed? In this sacred codex you're selling back to your servant at top USD. Oh. taller in God we trust. Like every dollar, or cool. Highly exalted is Issa's Allah above. False associations, people or jinn conjecture to assign to him faithfully one. God is salvation. I do not consent to worshiping oppression. Does that make me another ungovernable North African U.S. American? To yet another nation destined to taste, like us, of death. Alhamdulillah, hallelujah. Praise be to the owner on that day. The deceased shall blossom forth as flowers from their graves, autoluminescent, selenite-hearted, diamond aura, total harmonizing, most in sync, the face behind every choreographer's well-curated motion, all loving, single cognizant mounter of the salt liquefying throne. Beneath it, everything. All I see, plus songs, visions, dreams, bismillah, undisinherited, gardens blooming, various hues, many surprising as brand new, flushing fountains of honey, clarified, sweet to drink, the likeness of every kind of fruit. Cerulean blue rivers float, tasneem, sweet camphor, and books, life-giving, enlightening. We are level to one another before our shared grandeur. Soulmates arm in arm, alike in dignity. Our ages melt away as we each sit facing perpetuity. Hearing voice saccharine as many trumpets in tune, harmonizing Aleph, Lam, Mim, oranging particles from iron to ash. Truly, truly, I am the power. Amen.
Excelente. Loved every bit of that. Also, can I just say that I admire like the theatrical piece? I'm not gonna squat down right now, but you did a damn good job of that. That was Sam Amina. Very unique. I love that. Moving right along. Godwin, are you ready to come on up, bust the mic? Yeah? Give it up for Godwin.
Every time I walk up here, people start laughing. I haven't told any jokes yet. Somewhere at the intersection of Black Avenue and Nerd Street is an apothecary known for its healing herbs and cocoa butter fragrances. That lives right here. In there exists drop lines that remind me that I'm human. I haven't performed in a year. I forgot the rest of the poem. I'm gonna read a short story for y'all. I'll keep it brief. I was gonna come in here and spit some of my goofy stuff, and I thought, I'm not interested in that. So instead, I'm gonna read to you something I wrote in Intro to Creative Writing, and just a reminder, it was intro. So it's gonna sound like that. It's called Soiled Ground. The sun finally began to blink the night away. As it peers over the horizon, I'm reminded I haven't slept. Despite this, my eyes are bloodshot red, wide open. Last night, I had subjected myself to a kind of community service, an indefinite service of bearing witness. The ball in my hand began to echo off the concrete. Questions echoed in my head while chasing every loose ball. What compels people to feel this way, Brick? How is this possible, Brick? Why can't we live the way they do, Brick? Why? I stood limp, letting the cool air sway my body, taking the agency behind my movement away. I thought, how much of what we do is ours at all? How much is survival, reaction? How many choices do we actually get to make before the world makes them for us? The ball rolled past my foot and kept going, wobbling toward the edge of the driveway into the grass. I didn't chase it. The world was quiet. It felt as though even the air was holding its breath. My body felt heavy, as though it never returned to its former state. They talk about a lot of things dropping when you grow up. Is this part of growing up? The moment when your stomach drops, your mind races, and suddenly you can't unknow what you now know? I hear the front door open. From it, a man who looks like me steps out. He's taller, slower, and sturdier version of me. My brother squints at the sky, looks at me, finds the ball, and kicks it. The ball's in my hands now. I say, I watched When They Hear Us. I read, and then I couldn't go to sleep. He walks over, stands beside me, quiet for a moment, then he starts to talk. He says this country's built on soiled ground, not figuratively, literally. Blood in the soil, bones under concrete. He says it's in everything, the air, the schools, even quiet streets like ours. We're all just walking over it, pretending it's clean. He says we have choices. Build on top of it, heal it, or destroy and rebuild. None of those feel easy. All of them cost something. He says we've always had to negotiate our humanity here. Every day in how we speak, how we walk, what we wear, how loud we laugh, how angry we're allowed to get. Says even when we're seen, it's through a filter we didn't ask for. He looks at me. I nod. And he nods back in affirmation. The sun stretched out across the driveway, warming the space between us. It cast us in our differences. He stood, grounded, shoulders squared, voice sure. His resistance was outward, selectively loud, and unafraid to name what others won't. I carried things inwards. Where he spoke to claim space, I listened to survive it. 2 ways of being awake, 2 stages of knowing. Maybe growing up is learning how to live with both the knowing and the hope. To carry the weight without becoming it. To wake up again, not just exhausted, but aware. It's likely why we both moved to stand on the sullied soil of his front yard and dream of something better. Cool. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Godwin. And I never forget, the first time I saw Godwin perform, he said, everybody wants to be a wizard, but don't nobody really be a wizard. And that has stuck with me. So thank you for sharing what makes your voice sacred. Moving right along, Alicia J. Davis, who is now a regular here. Are you ready to come on up? I saw you. Perfect. Give it up for Alicia J. Davis.
I think that'll work. Can y'all hear me all right? Cool. Thank you, sir. All right. Hi, everybody. I'm Alicia. It's great to be back here. I really like this room and what these folks do to put on this little playground for us. It's really cool. So we should give it up for the folks in the back and Sarah D and all that. Yeah. I'm always happy to come here and read. I actually I have 3 short poems. I think I can do it in 5 minutes. But I wanted to get a little spiritual tonight if I can and, share maybe what makes my voice a little sacred, like Sarah likes to say around here. At least I'll try. All right. This first poem's pretty new, so we'll see how it goes. It's called Trumpeter. I'm hearing a trumpeter warm his instrument into a lilting trill down at the bus stop below my apartment. The notes condensed on the window until one became too heavy to clean the glass and rolled in an effortless stream down the pane, long enough for my ear to discern melody. I rushed and opened the window Immediately, the runs landing in between industrial engine, men yelling, flexing their throats like terriers on the way to the train station 2 blocks from our home. Ah, trumpet, smooth in your weariness, your rhythms mourn the late hour of their use. Spring has come again. The stone was thrown from the tomb, and we've all repented. Only raindrops have fallen amid empires. Only flowers and their histamines bloom from death to wander freely against gravity. No atrocity is less criminal or less casually executed than it was yesterday. Free Congo, free Palestine. The snow is gone, but the hungry still wander. We still have in this apartment one more coat than is needed, out of the closet just resting on the back of a chair in the living room, and we're still here. Are we yielding fruit worthy of repentance? Are we giving freely enough of what is given to us in abundance? Dear trumpeter, like a soft voice in the wilderness, keep playing blue notes in minor keys. Bus driver, will you please get stopped at one more red light? And surely one day still, dear trumpeter, your heavenly cousin wrapped in silk will be asked to lift our hearts as bare seeds sown in the brokenness of soil eventually yield a harvest toward heaven. For it has been spoken, we will all be changed in a moment, in the twinkling of an eye, at the last trumpet. Thank you. All right. This next one's actually pretty near and dear to my heart. It's one of my favorite poems. I haven't shared it anywhere, and it hasn't gotten accepted for publication yet either, but we're working on that. It's called, "The Gospels Never Once Mentioned That Mary Magdalene Was a Sex Worker." And I'm going to say it again. The Gospels never once mentioned that Mary Magdalene was a sex worker. She had demons and means of her own. She spent them supporting not only Jesus, but his disciples. A newly allowed kind of student at the hem of an unorthodox ministry. Hands and alms offered. Some women accompanied him from town to temple steps, to outcasts healed, to cross, to mother wailing of birth pains. Blood-drawn Savior extinguished like a flame, life laid down in the tomb. First witness sent, first told to run and save the church-called bride. Lamp lit, eyes healthy, body filled of light. Her hands fastening on the reins of history, prophecy's promise of flesh raised by the hand of a mighty God. Her legs rushing toward men who had more than enough reason to scoff at her word. But how beautiful are the feet of the messenger. It doesn't matter if she was a sex worker, a dedicated student, or an almsgiver, not in the true light of his way. It matters that she was the first to preach the good news that day to the mourning men of Jerusalem. Thank you. This one will be quick. It's actually a poem I wrote about anger because people tend to feel a kind of way about someone like me, and I don't really get used to it. And then I also have a lot of anger myself. So this is a little poem about, I don't know, what someone can do with it. Anger is like this. You can tighten a metal bolt with a wrench and a piece of wood until it pops and cracks against the grain, jumping ahead of itself in the rivulets the drill made. Anger is like this, and I'm sure there are men who knew me well that have done this while thinking of my change. This is the nearest some of them might get to a prayer. Heartfelt emotion wrung from the cloth of another day. In wrath, realizing that something orderly in the grand scheme of things has gone awry in a hurry, in a swift sprint. Our very lives sometimes take us across borders that others would rather not witness, let alone mention. I don't know if these men will ever return my calls. But I know if there is a relief given, it's in the hard work of calloused hands. Hands hurt worse than the wrench, made as it is to strain and cleave against the metal between its jaws. Thank you.
Telling you, she's good. Like I said, Alicia's become a regular, so thank you for being here again, and thank you for sharing what makes your voice sacred. Yeah. We are nearing-ish the end of our list. We have about like 4 more or so to go. If there happens to be time, which I don't know, we'll probably be cutting it a little close, then I could try to open it up and see if anybody wants to go a second time. But as of right now, I heard that there is a poet in here by the name of Jade Wynn. Yeah, buddy, give it up.
Maybe, it's good. Thanks. Someone else gave a content warning, and I thought that was very kind, so I was going to do the same. I have a little bit of violent imagery in some of mine. Just wanted to say that. Gosh, I had it like bookmarked. This one's called Talk Therapy. I'll be so for real with you. I don't talk about my father in therapy. After 15 years, do I need to dig the dirt until I reach blood? I'll slit his throat. I'm oiling the gears in my brain each week so they whir at a frequency that tunes down the ringing in my ears. I'm my own personal nightmare. A cliff simmering against train tracks, but the train plods. This one's called Commune. Who doesn't have a dream of starting a commune? So, last night I dreamt I was in a queer commune on a state farm in Iowa. Maybe I'll do it. I'll raise cattle. I'll put these cosplay Carhartts to good use. I'll get real good at poetry. I'll drink water from a well. I'll drive 3 hours for one mediocre hookup. I'll spiral into a brilliant psychosis. Yes, just like last time I dreamt of farming in Corning, New York. I will scream and not one sound will come out. I will be bound fastly with socks and blankets. I'll sleep until my heart stops. Last night I dreamt. Last night I dreamt. And then for my last poem, I did something a little different. I did kind of like a post-apocalyptic kind of sci-fi something. I usually do more like personal stories like you've heard. So I thought I'd do a little bit of fiction. It's called The End, A Beginning. Was it the last dog to ever bark that told us we were in trouble? The end was a multifaceted trinket of time, certainly made of plastic, possibly poisonous to the touch. At least we assassinated the president in a bizarre and obscure way. Something to talk about around the barrel fires. Jet fuel has no use when the helicopters have taken their final rest. Everything is quiet now. Silence hangs midair like bricks. We eat a slurry of oats and more oats, cooked with a can of LaCroix. I wonder aloud who or what is buried at the bottom of this river, and if I could revive them. Thank you, everybody.
I loved every bit of that. I didn't want it to be 5 minutes. You made it easy on me. It wasn't even 5 minutes. That was Jade Wynn, excuse me. Give it up one more time. Thanks for sharing what makes your voice sacred. I love that. A queer commune. Would I be invited? All right. Then I will attend. Carm, how are you feeling? You ready to come on up? Give it up for Carm.
Hello, I'm Carm. I have two poems. I write about longing, I suppose. Yeah, this one is called Organ Planet. Um, I figure that I'm lost in your rib cage somewhere. Something compels me to call out. I don't know how to tell you this, but your heart is a planet. You know this, how can you not? And you ignore it. And I continue to fall further into your ether of plasma and asteroid bits. I can't swim, so I drown instead. Something calls out to me. I've heard theories about black holes, how they may be wormholes, universal speedways, the key to time travel. Maybe it's all true, but only I know what it's like to be on the event horizon, to be sucked in, to be stretched and destroyed, left an organless mass, spit out on the other side of you. Only I know that I survive every time, with no stomach and no heart, yet I hunger and ache, so I taste and I lick and I eat. That's that one. And then, thank you. And I have a second quick one called Gemstone Breath. There was a plant, a growing thing. Well, formerly a growing thing. Because in a selfish respite from lava and burning ash, amidst the chaos and lucidity of extinction, she found herself devoured long ago by a grave of dreams, drowned in a resin soup. She's preserved in this gunk, a golden glittering mortuary, her faculties still limber, and inside this tomb of filth and hope, she frequently and fondly recalls when she felt safe in the shade of a scraggly old wizard of a tree, a wind-warped cedar. Cedar has no knowledge of the comfort she wields. From her vantage point, she casts spells, mocking death, providing life. A plant, the plant, a fern, looks up in wonder at the wizard and doesn't ever notice something falling on her head. There is a rock, there is a round rock, and inside a small fossilized fern encased in amber. And with gemstone breath, she asks if it was okay to live in the stickiness. Thank you, thanks.
Carm, oh Carm, oh Carm. Why, it wasn't even 5 minutes. And yet, I feel compelled to say I really enjoyed your writing. So thank you for sharing what makes your voice sacred. That was beautiful. Another friend of the family, Mix J, you ready to come on up here? Give it up.
Hey everyone, my name is Mix J. I use they, them, their singular pronouns. I'm on the board of Sacred Voices, so thank you so much for being here. I'll have a couple announcements after I do just one little bitty, because I'm going to be performing and like hosting workshops the next 2 weeks, like 5 gigs or whatever. So, I'll keep it to one now. I wrote this 2 years ago when I was releasing my first book of poetry about poetry. And so this one's titled, How It Is. I wrote this one recently. If you've heard it already, I guess I'm sorry. We're all singing the same tunes anyway, but it's my feature, not yours. And that comes in handy because I'm featuring tomorrow at an event. I'll tell you about it. Shh, I'll tell you about it. Don't distract me. Fingering our phones, twirling our utensils, digging internally. And if you actually listened, we aren't really singing silly little love songs. We aren't really painting pretty pictures. We might use witty wording, alliteration, couplets, repetitions, which make them sound enjoyable. But behind the Shakespearean suicide note, the hard-hitting obituary, the bitter metaphors, and unnecessarily fruity descriptions, coming from me, that's crazy, are real people, struggling and loving just like you. That's that one. Thank you. It's a short one. Yeah, I didn't want to take up too much time. I have a couple of flyers. We have this flyer that we put together for all the Sacred Voices monthly events. So you are at this one right now, the open mic every second Friday. And then right before this, every month, like the feature that featured like either a couple months before or like the month before, will be on the radio with Aston. So if you ever feature, yeah, I did it in April. Before I joined the board, and it's cute, little radios. We're at KGNU, so that's fun. And then I'm hosting the writing workshop again this month. So if you came last month, I appreciate you. And it was really great. So I'm actually going to do a part 2 to that. It's going to be movement based, movement and writing. Generally, the best medicine is movement, and then the writing comes second, in my opinion. But yeah, that'll be next Friday. So I'm going to pass these around. A couple if you feel like positive that you'll share them or like put them up somewhere. Like we have a bunch, so grab as many as you want from the stack. And then speaking of other events, who's heard of Jazzatry? The one little snap is crazy. Okay, yes, wonderful. It's I don't agree. It's my favorite poetry event other than my open mics every month, which I host too. Jazzatry is on Saturday. It's ran by this group called Von Disco. They're they're a band, and they play live alongside 4 featured poets. I'm one of them. I do it every year. It's like a tradition of mine. I schlep to Boulder, and I'm like, okay, let's do this Boulder. But yeah, that's fun. It's if you want my Instagram, it'll be on the second flyer that I don't have very many of. But you can reach out for any of these events. But that's Saturday at Trident Booksellers in Boulder at 6:30 to like 8:45, 9. And then if you would like to come to Park by the River in Confluence Park picnic open mic that I host once a month. The next one will be this Sunday, 3 to 6. So you can get deets for that if you talk to me. I do have to leave at 8, unfortunately, but you'll find me. You'll figure it out. And then on Wednesday, this is what this flyer is for. It's a really fun flyer. They take hours to cut. But it's worth it. I'm so tired all the time. This is my monthly open mic at Same Cafe. Some of you have been. It's fabulous. I bring candles and string lights and fresh flowers that you can take home with you. And I have a different feature every month. So last month we had an improv troupe. Month before that we had a poet, musician the first month. Next month we'll have drag performers. And then this month I'm trying to convince a DJ to get it together and do a 15-minute set or just like, I don't know, play some songs and talk about it. But yeah, so that's on Wednesday, starts at 6:30. You can get there at 6, sign up, get food. Same Cafe is an amazing place on Colfax. It's a pay what you can or volunteer for food restaurant. They're usually closed at 2:30 p.m. every day, but they open late once a month for the shenanigans. So yeah, support your local everything. And yeah, I'm going to pass this around, and thank you for being here, and I hope to see you very soon.
The lovely Mix J. Here's the thing. I could never grow a mustache. It just, hormonally speaking, I couldn't do it. And every time I see Mix J, I get a little stash envy. That's all. Stash envy. Yeah, but it's like colored differently each time. I love it. I love it. Thank you for being here, love. Mix J does a lot of amazing work in the community. I know, they were up here doing like Zay, apologies. We're up here doing announcements, but like just to shout you out for a quick second, like great member of the community, great person to know. And honestly, there's a lot of people in here that I'm like, I hope y'all mingle with each other. There's a lot of talent in this room and just a lot of beautiful personalities. So, yeah, not too much mingling. We do kick everybody out about 9 o'clock. That's true. It's with love, but we do get to kick it. I would like to. Is Dream back in here? You're right there. Okay, so give me a second. Dream and Daniel, I want to connect you guys in just a second. You did, and it's okay. Yeah. All right. Please give it up for Dream.
This is perfect. Yeah. Wait, I don't know which one's the volume.
Give it up for Dream one more time.
All right, I have a song that I just wrote this past week but I want to start with some poetry that my mom wrote. She is an awesome poet, a very humble poet, and I'm more of a songwriter, but I love writing poetry as well. And she like helped me start writing songs. I would like slap on the guitar, and she would like, we would use her poems as lyrics and stuff. So this is one I just asked her to send me. It looks like she wrote it in 2021 at like 2:30 in the morning. And it's called "This Is a Story." Remember your first thoughts, your first words, or first time you ran barefoot in the grass. When did the first begin? And is there some signal so we can be on guard? The first one happened so quickly, and the ones, so sorry. The first one happened so quickly, and the ones that we remember last longer than a lifetime. For me, every single first is related to the beach. Surfside Beach, where that is all my brain locks in on in memory. There's all of these things that have happened outside of that geography, and they haunt me. Most of them just linger. Thank you. All right, here's my my tune. I really love my mom, and I miss her. So. I might sit. Just kidding. Okay, cool. Sick. Tell me now what I'm missing. Somehow in the words come out of your mouth, I hear it. Oh no, I didn't ask for this lack of focus, for this lack of understanding. I'm so confused. Oh, I'm only human, and I don't know how to use it to my advantage. I'm useless, so I'm... Yo, talk about it. Being human, yo, my bad. Okay, yeah. Oh my gosh, rockstar vibes, okay. I'm only human, and I don't know how to use it to my advantage. I feel useless, I'm only 5'3", and I like to keep it messy in my room. It's what I'm used to, shoving things in my closet. If there's space, I've got it hiding away. Out of sight it stays. Oh, it's just my focus. I'm losing hope in all of human race. Is it supposed to be this way? Oh, I'm only human, and I don't know how to use it to my advantage. I'm useless, I'm only human, and I might be useless. Something like that.
dreamy. I dream of dreamy. Dreamy boy, dreamy boy. I had a dream of dreamy dream. Give it up for Dream. Again, amazing individual. If I had more time, I'd go on and on and on, but talk to Dream in the Hat. So we have 3 more performers before we get into our featured act. Manon, are you here? Perfection. Come on up. Also, your friend is a good friend because your friend made sure that you were signed up. So there you go. Give it up for Manon.
I was gently bullied into this. I want everyone to know that. Thank you. I'm going to do one poem. Keep it nice and short. In 1995, Purdue Pharmaceuticals approved the release of OxyContin. The opiate epidemic sunk its slow claws into American people, disguised as God's deliverance from pain. At the same time, in rural Appalachia, they told us that coal would make you rich. But after the rich took the coal away, who was supposed to feed the children? Shame will do a nasty number on a parent who can't perform, on the child of the performance. And that sort of pain is felt for generations, bred into brain and bone that'll look for a way to fill the holes left behind, the needs unmet, the love unfelt. And after they took away the resources, the pills started showing up. Because apparently they'll make a communion for everything, handed out by businessmen in nice suits, padded pockets for your next fix, a penny for your thoughts, a savior for your pain, a pulled tooth for a script full of bliss if you know who to ask. Aggressive ministry will make its way through God's country when everyone's wondering where the hell he went anyway. OxyContin slipped between Bible pages and praying hands. Everyone wants a little Jesus in their veins, a little something to take the pain away. And in the 80s, they put a pound of crack in the Oval Office just to make the masses afraid. Quickly, they got the cities too. Pushed pills into communities they tore up on purpose, painted red lines with blood just to make it clearer, watched and waited as people began dying and losing their minds in the streets, and then they called them a hotbed for crime, a war zone, a lost cause, these places where they might as well have pushed down on the syringe with their own thumbs, said a prayer for mercy, and then walked the other way without checking for a pulse, and sometimes it may feel like they brought on the rapture, or Armageddon, or some other cataclysmic event, taking the jobs, the houses, and the money, tearing up the families, murdering our loved ones. But I can assure you, while the drug war rages on, while Big Pharma plays God and counts cash, that the sun still rises in Appalachia, over holler and tobacco field, and it sets over our industrial cities, casting a glow to alleyways and vacant mills, our people who sleep under streetlights. And regardless, the sweetest dew you've ever tasted still does appear on each blade of grass. And the rocking chairs all sing songs of generations, that the children still play pretend, that the people are honest, and they have plenty of answers, that these bleeding hills and abandoned row houses have not forgotten what happened here, and they never really will. Thank you.
I don't know if all of that landed on you all, but that was deep. That was good. That was very good. And you surmised that just beautifully in such a short period of time, like a very hefty topic. So kudos. Thank you for sharing what makes your voice sacred. Ryan B., are you in the place to be? Give it up for Ryan.
Hello, my name's Ryan. I thought it would be mean to have Manon come up here and me also not come up here, so I'm up here. This is a newer poem. I work in healthcare. This is about a patient I had a few months ago. I think being around kind of death and loss pretty often, you get an interesting perspective on it. And one of the things that I've heard before is that near the end of someone's life, death is not always an enemy. And you see this most often when you have folks who have been suffering for a long period of time. And this was a case where I was in the ICU, but for one day only. And unfortunately, it felt unfair to the family that I was the provider who was with them at this point in time because I was just meeting them. But I was with their matriarch near the end of her life. Her life has been reduced to a series of cycles. Every day we order a chest x-ray to monitor the damage to her lungs, to assess her breathing tube. Every 15 minutes we run her blood pressure. Every hour the nurse checks for any signs of her waking up. There are none. Every second her heart beats, and so for a moment she is still alive. When someone is on a ventilator, we try to control every breath. About a second for the inhale, a few more for the exhale. Another cycle, like clockwork. Inhale. I just met her today, and the plan is that she'll be dead in a few hours. Exhale. I turn to her son and daughter and grandson and niece. A woman in the corner says, "I'm just a friend," but the room chastises her. "You're family now." Inhale. A few nurses are just outside the room asking about a new album, laughing like a mother isn't dying a few feet away. Exhale. That was the year my mom got cancer, and my grandfather. I am trapped in cycles of oncology appointments and conversations about code status. Inhale. I am back in the room with her family. I ask if they're ready. Exhale. They nod. I ask if they have any questions, and they shake their heads. We are beyond the need for something as simple as language. Inhale. Soon, this hospital will be a memory to these people, just like me, just like her. Exhale. I am stuck in a series of cycles. Last week, this week, next week, body after body after body. Inhale. The coroner is tired of hearing from me, but in an hour we'll be on the phone again, and I'll hear his sharp exhale as he sighs. And I'm sorry to him for asking him to do his job as I've been trying to do mine. My hands have always been strong, but this time deaths are stronger. Inhale. Her son asks how long she'll take to die after I exhale, remove her breathing tube, and I don't know, but I tell him we'll make sure she's not in pain when she does. I promise. Inhale. I promise. I promise. I promise. She's been hurting long enough. Exhale. I turn off the monitor. I take a wide loop around the department. I smile and wave and tell them, inhale. I'll be right down the hall if they need anything. I'm listening to a new album when, exhale, the nurse tells me there's been a change. I walk down to the room, see her family in tears, see her mouth open, her eyes open, staring at infinity. I grab her wrist to feel for a pulse, and everyone is holding their breath.
Oof. So Ryan, I recently lost my aunt just a few weeks ago, and it's a very sobering experience to go through death. Like death it hits you, like it hits you hard, and I felt that. I felt what you just said, and I appreciate that perspective. So thank you for sharing that. Yeah, I got chills. Just good job. And thank you for the work you do. All right, we got one more in our open mic section. I literally, I can feel I shaved and I can feel the hair on my legs. You think I'm playing? Charlie El Colibri, MC. Please give it up.
That should work. How's everyone doing? Let's give some love for everyone who's shared some stuff today. Jesus! God damn. Ooh. Yeah, talk about follow-ups. Jesus. So, you know what? I'll give some context for this one. Technically, I'm officially on sabbatical. Like, I fully decided for the first time in like 3 years to actually, you know what? I'm going to take some PTO, do some me time, recuperate, rest, R&R, all that jazz. So I only got one in the chamber, which is very, very surprising if folks know what I do. So, yeah, this one's going to be controversial, as my existence. So, let's get it. Guns don't kill people, people kill people. If we take a moment of silence for the innocent lives we've lost due to gun violence, America would never be able to speak again. I choose to uplift the names of victims who have been gunned down just for the color of their skin, just because they were going to school, just for seeking damn medical aid. I will not hold space for bigots. I will not send prayers. I will most definitely not honor their names. If all lives do indeed matter, as some might say, riddle me why there's only mute silence when it's any other body who's laid out cold, dying, just because they don't happen to be as filled with the same marketable hate as your televised idols keep on fantasizing. Why, yes, we want a clean and white society because that's what our forefathers wanted. If you're not a Neolithic Nazi, you don't get a Medal of Freedom. You get great value thoughts and prayers postmarked to your loving family members as your body gets wiped off the streets. If English isn't your first language, you're turned into a statistic that gets twisted to keep our God-given rights, because it's the cost of having that divine mandate. If your skin tone isn't the same tone as the hate-filled, sulfuric, rotten eggshell shade that constantly screams white power, you're labeled an enemy of the state and purged on sight, since you ain't part of the echo chamber of racist bigotry, a nation built on blood, death, and tears. This is the beauty of this continental meal they force feed down, meant to bleach our natural hues, to match that Paleolithic bird shit gilded tapestries, the same drapes they tie nooses to hang us by our necks as stolen war trophies. And I'm done.
Well done, Charlie. Fun fact, Charlie has a book. I heard he's writing another book. I actually purchased it earlier this year in January. It's solid. I pulled out a highlighter, and the man's a poet. He's very solid. You guys have put me through quite an emotional roller coaster. Thank you, truly. Give it up for yourselves. Thank you for being here. So it is about that time that I tell you guys what happened at band camp. Just kidding. Danny's like, come on, I want to play. I get it. Truly. Yeah, man. Thank you. I hope y'all make it back out, too. So I'm bragging on all you guys, and you guys are like, who's that guy in the corner with the cool blue shirt that's waving at us? What's going on? Well, that's Danny. Danny plays these cool things behind me. These are called drums. And Danny's going to do his thing on the drums. I promise you that. Now, Danny is here playing the drums with Yeji, along with Alex, and along with Daniel on guitar. Now, I guess we'll just kind of go one by one. Danny, starting with you. Let me know that they all met within the last year. Everybody's like, for real? Y'all still friends? In this social media digital age? Love that. Hold on to the ones you love. They all go to MSU, and they're focused on reaching community. They're all about inclusion, which we love that here, so you're in the right place. Whoever snapped, you're right. They play in multiple bands together, and they're looking to set up community within the arts. And again, this is the perfect space, like, to network with people. Now, Alex over here. Alex, give him a nice little wave. Ah, love it. Alex is not only tall, but Alex plays the bass. And Alex likes to thump that bass. Alex is good at that bass. And Alex told me before the show that music is the best thing to ever exist. And I agreed with Alex, because it's true. It saved many of us, truly, truly, truly. And Alex has been playing about 5-ish years now. Truly inspired by Les Claypool, Primus. Yeah. Now, Daniel, we had a very brief interaction, but I got to hear Daniel play that guitar, and Daniel does play that there guitar. He's not just wearing a Johnny Cash shirt for fun. He lives it. all the way here from Johnstown, Colorado, and he's been playing for about 15 years. I want to be like you. I'm not quite to 15 years yet. So our featured performer this evening is Yeji and Friends, those friends I just mentioned. Yeji is a jazz and blues vocalist, pianist, and songwriter studying ethnomusicology, love that, at Metropolitan State University of Denver, right here in Denver, as well as a member of Denver band Special Blend. Yeji enjoys the vulnerable, intimate, and riveting nature of learning, performing, and sharing music with her audience. And right now, you all are about to be blessed by these sounds. Please give it up for Yeji and Friends.
Yeah, get those chills out. Yeah. I'll talk over the beat. Yeah. Give me some music to talk to. Yeah, there we go. Thank you all for coming. Can you guys hear me? Can I get a little more sound? A little more sound. Give me a thumbs up when y'all can hear me. Okay, I'm just gonna talk. Certified yapper. All right, there we go. All right, I can hear myself too. There we go. All right, let's maybe slow fade out. There we go. There. I get distracted easily, so I'm gonna be like. Thank you all for coming this evening. So far, this has been an amazing open mic just to be a part of as a listener and watcher. And I love to say, come share music with us. We're 4 individual musicians. We also play in bands together. And we're not performing. This is us sharing, right? So just like you shared poetry with us, we want to share art form with you all. So thank you guys for being here. I'll say a little more in just a second, but we're going to get started with our first song. I wrote this song maybe 2022, I believe. This song is called Blame Me. There you go. Yeah, I grew up listening to Sam Smith and the Lonely Hours, so all my songs are sad. So this song is about being okay with being the monster in someone else's story, or being like the villain in someone else's story. So yeah, we're gonna start with an original tune. Also, see if I can stick that. There we go. I had a cold last weekend, so this is gonna be fun for everyone. You're gonna hear a little extra rasp. It's gonna be great. Actually. Okay. You can blame me for your insecurities if it makes you feel any better. You can blame me if it helps you escape any. If I have to be wrong, wrong, wrong for you to feel right, 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 then that's okay. Go on, and put the blame on me.
sleep through the night. Blame me, blame me, blame me, blame me, blame me, blame me for everything. Blame me, blame me, blame me, blame me, blame me, blame me for everything. You can be the victim. I'll let you play that card, and then I'll give you tissues after you're done falling apart. Blame me, blame me, blame me, blame me, blame me, blame me for everything. Blame me, blame me, blame me, blame me, blame me, blame me for everything.
Give it up for Daniel on the guitar.
Blame me, blame me, blame me, blame me, blame me, blame me for everything. Blame me, blame me, blame me, blame me, blame me, blame me for everything. Blame me, blame me, blame me, blame me, blame me, blame me for everything. Blame me, blame me, blame me, blame me, blame me, blame me for everything.
Oh man. Thank you guys so much. That was my first time playing that song live. Yeah, so that was really fun. And just kind of like to speak about like that experience. Hi, friends. Yeah, so I like wrote that song, and I went to someone to record it, and it's all like computers. It's like there's a keyboard and there's a lot of computers, and it's just like plays every single instrument off of the keyboard. We record it that way, and so I was really, really excited to play a song that I wrote live with musicians, like actual musicians. I'm like, oh, this is so exciting. And it's really fun and exciting, too, because every single person up here, so we're all in the music program. And sorry, my voice sounds so, like I just coughed and I'm like, hey. Funny story, last week I sounded like I've been like smoking cigarettes my whole life. So we've come a long way. But no, so we're all in the music program at Metro. And so every single person up here with me, they're all very good at their craft. And so I'm very excited to be up here playing with them. We're actually going to be playing on the radio, KGNU, with our band, Special Blend, on Tuesday. So I don't know details yet how to stream in, but you guys know how to use Google and all that good stuff. So yeah, I trust you'll find the information. And so the rest of the set, I'm gonna come out here for a second. It's like a little, All right, so the rest of the set, these are all songs that I perform with Special Blend. We perform at Dazzle about once a month, and then you'll catch us kind of other places. So we have a website, specialblendband.com. And so these are songs that we do together. We are an intergenerational band, and so we have people of all ages in our band. There's like 13 of us, the full-size band, so you guys got the mini package of Special Blend. So these are songs that we perform there. So this next song, this is one of my favorites that we do. This song is called Summertime. You guys might know it. It's like a jazz song. Summertime, where the living is. Yes. And so we arranged this different version of Summertime, which you're going to hear right now. So. Give it up for Alex. This man knows how to groove. Don't be afraid to give us some snaps, give us some energy, maybe sway a little bit.
Summertime, where the living is easy. Summertime, where the living is free. Fish are jumping and the cotton is high. Oh, your daddy is rich and your ma's good looking. So hush, little baby, don't you cry. One of these mornings you're gonna rise up singing, and you'll spread your wings and you'll take the sky. Until that morning there is nothing that can harm you, with your daddy and your mommy standing by. Summertime, where the living is easy. Summertime, where the living is free.
Let's give it up for Daniel, Alex, and Danny as our soloists.
Summertime, where the living is easy. Summertime, where the living is free. Fish are jumping and the cotton is high. Oh, your daddy's rich and your ma's good looking. So hush, little baby, don't you cry. One of these mornings you're gonna rise up singing, and you'll spread your wings and you'll take the sky. Until that morning there is nothing that can harm you, with your daddy and your mommy standing by. Summertime, 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 summertime.
Thank you guys so much. I'm still figuring out my post-sickness voice. I was like, that was deeper than I could usually go. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna keep it moving. This next song, the only soloist that's gonna be featured is Daniel. This is absolutely one of my favorite songs to do a special blend. And so Daniel does a solo on that. And it's just like, I don't know, it's fun. It like feels like our duo. It's like, woo, the Yeji Daniel duo. Let's do that one song. So this next song is called I Was Wrong by Chris Stapleton. Yeah, and it makes me so emotional, this song, you know, it's just like, oh. And so this has already been such a like intimate and emotional open mic. So I'm glad that we also get to be on that end of sharing our emotions. We're just here and we're like, here I am. So yes, this is one of my favorite songs to do.
I've been thinking about my thoughtless words, and I know just how much I must have hurt, and I take it back. Won't you let me take it back? I know I told you I don't want you, that I'd be better off with someone new, and I take it back. Won't you let me take it back? And you know that I still love you, and you know that I'm so alone. I don't know why I told you that I didn't need you, baby. Can't you see that I was wrong? I was wrong. give to be your lover? What I wouldn't give to touch your skin. If I had you right here, right now, I tell you, tell you, tell you, tell you, tell you. Don't you know I still love you? And you know that I'm so alone. I don't know why I told you that I didn't need you, baby. Can't you see that I was wrong? I was wrong. I was wrong. Oh, oh, I was wrong.
Sorry, had to remember what's next. Ooh, I'm gonna squish in there. Okay, before I go any further, Day, are you nearby? How much time do we have? Okay, that should be good. Okay, just making sure. I'm like, I gotta give you guys all the songs. Gotta make sure we got time for all those. Oh man. Oof, okay, so I want to take another moment to talk about the friends in question. So it's so funny because this feature, I came to this open mic at Sacred Voices a little bit over a year ago, and it was when I first started like performing. I was doing open mics, and Sacred Voices was like one of my favorite open mics. I like walked in, I was like, this is really cool, and I got to meet a lot of friends there and build a lot of relationships in community through that open mic. And so when I got the chance to like come back as a featured artist, I was like, this is super cool. So yeah, I'm really excited to be here. And originally, when I first signed up to do this, I was just like, cool, yeah, I'm gonna do it. And then I was, playing with my friends, and I was like, hold on, guys, we sound really good. I'm like, I need you guys to come with me to do this open mic. I'm like, I need you guys there. And so this show wouldn't be as lively and feel this good if it wasn't without my friends. So yeah, give it up again for who I'm here with. Thank you. Oh, I'm like so cold. Okay. So back to the music. This next one. Now, this is a quick, I don't know like what they call it. I'm gonna call it a culture check. And I don't know if that's okay to say, but that's what I'm gonna call it. How many Stevie Wonder listeners do we have in here? Thank goodness. Cause I was like, I don't know if I can do this if y'all don't know about it. This next song is Superstitious. Another one of my favorites to do with the band.
Very superstitious writings on the wall. Very superstitious ladders about to fall. 13-month-old baby broke the looking glass. 7 years of bad luck, the good things in your past. When you believe in things you don't understand, then you suffer. Superstition ain't the way. Very superstitious. Wash your face and hands. Rid me of the problem. Do all that you can. Keep me in a daydream. Keep me going strong. You don't wanna save me. Sad is my song. When you believe in things you don't understand, then you suffer. Superstition ain't the way. Superstition ain't the way.
Can I get a little more volume on my mic?
Very superstitious. Nothing more to say. Very superstitious. The devil's on his way. 13-month-old baby broke the looking glass. 7 years of bad luck, the good things in your past. When you believe in things you don't understand, then you suffer. Superstition ain't the way.
Oh man. Sorry. One more. Yes. I'm like, that's it. No, I'm kidding. What you guys don't know, and I'm not sure if this is universal amongst all drummers, But at least for Danny, he's a drummer, also like part-time comedian. So like, give us the. That's like my favorite Danny trick. We did a Dazzle show like a few months ago. And Nick, who's the other singer in our band, he was out of town, so I had to like speak for the entire event. Yeah, which means that there was just a lot of like weird jokes happening in between songs. It's like, yeah, so have you ever had a Krispy Kreme donut? No? Well, this song is called Superstitious, so like and so like I don't know if there was actually anything funny about anything I had to say, but Danny would do that thing and people would start laughing. And I was like, you know what, Danny? This is working out. Like we gotta take this on the road. It's gonna call it like drums and bad jokes. That's we're going on tour actually. No, I'm kidding. All right, so we have one more song for you guys. And so I know, yeah, no, let's do that again. We have one more song for you guys. Oh, I know. I'm sorry. Only one more. The heartbreak gets deeper. So we have one more song, and in this one more song, I'm going to have Daniel's gonna drop out. Myself and Alex are gonna stay. Danny is gonna like pretty much drop out. He's gonna do some tiny little embellishing. And I'm going to bring a special guest up to share the stage with us for a minute. You guys already saw this guest come out, and he's my younger brother. His name is Yase. Let's have Yase come on out. Okay. Well, give me one. Oh, actually, they... one thing I like about Sarah Day is you would hear their voice before you would see them like walk in. And so like just out of nowhere, you're like, that was beautiful. And then a person appears and it's like, how did you? Is Day around? No? Okay, we're gonna have to make this work with one mic. All right, so I'll pass it off to you. So as you guys could tell, my brother's a very talented beatboxer. This is a collab between what I love to do, what my brother loves to do, together outside of this context. We haven't done anything actually together. This is our first time performing together. So yeah, this is exciting. And so together we usually call ourselves Singing Out the Box. So usually there won't be any musical accompaniment, and it will just be him beatboxing, and then I'll like sing with him. Today we're gonna add a little bit of music to it, and we're gonna have it. It's gonna be really cool. You'll see. All right. Well, just if you can stand right there, and I'll hand you the mic. Woo! No, yeah, just.
I found a microphone.
Oh, our hero. Cool. Nice. Okay. All right.
They say I'm crazy, the way you've got me open, baby. They say I'm bugging, the way I'm top sweating your lovin'. We all sit and wonder why this feeling I cannot hide. It ain't a question of pride. It's love. It's love. They say I'm tripping, the way you've got my whole life flipping. say I'm losing it. Just can't seem to keep my grip, baby. We all cry when we feel pain. Love is gone, we're not the same. It ain't a question of brains. It's love. It's love. It's love. It's love. I'm gonna turn it over to Buddha. It's love. Do you want it on your collard greens? Do you want it on your candy sweets? Do you want it on your pickled beets? Give it to me, give it to me, give it. Do you want it on your rice and gravy? Do you want it on your biscuits, baby? Do you want it on your black-eyed peas? Give it to me, give it to me, give it. Give it to me, give it to me, give it. Give it to me, give it to me, give it. Give it to me, give it to me, give it. Give it to me, give it to me, give it.
Your turn. It's your turn. It's love. It's love. It's love. It's love. Give it to me, give it to me, give it. Give it to me, give it to me, give it. Give it to me, give it to me, give it. Give it to me, give it to me, give it.
Thank you guys. Thank you so much. And that was Yeji and Friends.
Thank you guys for coming. See you next time.
Perfection. Now, we do have to be out of here by 9 o'clock, which I don't know. Everybody look at that wrist. That's pretty soon. What I do want you to do is go ahead and network with each other outside of this room. But if you can, grab your chair and just pull it to the side. We much appreciate it. Thank you for being here. This has been Sacred Voices Live. I forgot they can't see me on camera. This is Sacred Voices Live. If you were streaming, thank you for streaming, and we'll see you next time every second Friday. Thanks for being here, y'all.